canvas and you're watching a live acrylic painting. I'm using acrylic inks today. I'm going to be painting a butterfly, which is showing you my reference. So this is my reference. This is what I'll be painting today. I've kept it on the side so that it is easily visible. I'm going to be using a micron pen, a 0.05. I'll be using flash acrylic inks, a watercolor paper. Now this is artist watercolor paper. I've got it from Mango and it's 300 GSM. It's cold press, 100% cotton. And let's start with it. So we'll be doing the sketch first with the pen, and then I'll be going in with acrylic inks on it. So going to be doing a really quick sketch. So we have the flower, holding the pen at a distance so that I don't, go too tight with it. Just keeping it really loose, not going in for too much of details. Yeah, that's the flower. When you're holding the pen at a distance, you do get some nice wriggly lines. And I'm going to be okay. So we got the basic flower over here. That's good. It has and that's the way it is over here. Yeah. Now for the butterfly. It's a monarch butterfly, so let's just draw that. And that's the mouth, its antennas. Okay, and the legs. And yeah. So if you've joined the live, just mention what kind of paintings do you actually do, what kind of art you love to create, if you're an artist, or if you're just watching. I'd love to know more about you. I just feel this should have, yeah. And yeah, just keeping the drawing very minimal. And I guess we just leave it at that. Yeah, we can just leave it at that, I guess. And yeah, we're going to leave it at that now. And now, as I said, I'll be using these acrylic inks. I have my palette out. For the background, I'm going in with green, but it's going to be really light. So let's see. We're going to be wet, making the whole page wet and then adding in few colors. So yeah, so I'll start with a lemon yellow. Okay. I have this large brush. I'm going to take clean water and I'm going to just wet we could also go in over here. It's okay. Should we go with blue? You can also go with blue. Let's do the background blue. I think we'll go with blue. Instead of green. We can add a touch of green in places. And I'm just being very careful over here with the water. Yeah, so we've got it all wet. I think I'll go with blue. Just getting a bit of the blue out. Lots of water again. Just want to keep it wet because it's kind of like a wash and these colors are really vibrant. You'll see what I mean. And I'm liking that. Now this is a watercolor paper. Let's add in some yellow at spots. That's looking nice. Maybe some more water. There's a lot of light shining and I'm really sorry about that. Let's again add some more yellow. Wash it off. You can also soften the edges. If it's dried, it won't, but yes, you can do that. If you want to add in more color while it's still wet, and let's add in some more water. Just keeping a very mottled background. Okay, we can do the same on this side. You can see how vibrant the color is. Just wipe your brush. Edges can be softened. Water collecting, you can remove it. Another thing you could do is take the color, like I have yellow, take another brush, we have that nice background. So we're done with the background now. We need to wash this brush off, and let's go with a thinner one. So going with a thinner one. Now these are the Chinese brushes. They're really good. They can take in a lot of water. Now I'm taking in some black ink into the blue, just to have a little darker area. And you know what? If you feel that the water is still there, you can always wipe it off, lighten it. Yeah. Let's go with the darker color now. This I am not adding any water. Going in with really dark color. And just a moment. Sorry about that. Yeah. So going in with some dark color. Now I'm going to be covering up all the whites also, because I'm going to be using my Posca pen over it. So I'm not, otherwise you could also leave white spots like this. But I am just going to be covering it. And then later on, I'm going to add white spots, okay? So we have, now you can go with lights and darks, okay? And how do you do that? You could take some water, put it in this area, extend it. Now take a touch of that color, and this is the lighter one. You saw how dark and vibrant you can go with it. And it's going to just flow and if it's going beyond, you can just wipe your brush really well and blend it out. Okay, or you could just go with really dark color. And you can see it really spreads fast. Yeah. Also, I'll be adding in those. Now you could add those lines now. I think we'll wait. We won't add those lines now. We'll add them later on. can darken certain areas. Yeah, just washing my brush really well. Now going in for the yellows and the oranges inside. So I'm just adding in a yellow and an orange. Yeah. So I'm going to be starting with yellow, and then I will just, go over with the orange. So I'll start with yellow. And now once I'm done with yellow, I'm going to be adding in you can blend it. When the lines come, you will be seeing that it's going to be visible in a different way. Again, yeah. It blends really beautifully. Okay, we're going to let that dry, and let's come on to the flower. For the flower, we're going to be using the lighter yellow. So we have and then we have green. And we're going to be using the green at the base. It has a shadow area below. And yes, in certain spots over here. Just keep very clean brushes so it becomes, easier to manage. And we have very dirty. Dirty color, which we're going to be spreading out so that, yeah. And so this could be added here. There is light blue. I'm just cleaning up certain areas. Okay. There's also yellow on this one. So we're going to be taking yellow and adding the dirty color over here. Yeah. Same thing over here. Hoping that this has dried. If not, also I'm going to be using this white Posca. You need to give it a good shake when you're using Posca. And we're going to be adding in over here too. Just adding the spots in dashes and dots. Just adding in all the white spots now. And I will be adding in between too, but first I'm just, the background is still kind of wet. Now we could go in with a black acrylic pen and add the legs. Becomes much more easier. Also, we could use this for the lines. Okay. We do have thicker and broader lines over here. And yeah. Now for adding some whites. Shake it up well. We have the whites over here too. And we can layer over it. So we're going to be just now adding in the whites now and see if we need to add more color. Because I want to darken it a bit, but I'll be using a thinner brush now. So it's kind of nearly done, but let's add in some more color. Maybe add in some more vibrancy into it. Thicker color without using, any kind of water. So yeah, areas where I feel it needs more orange. Just need to wipe off my palette and get some fresh color. This is looking kind of dull now. It needs more vibrancy. Too much of yellow in the butterfly. So we can reduce that yellow. Yeah, that's much better. I'm going to blend it out. You can always blend it out. Yeah. Again, the same thing over here. Much better. Now let's have some kind of drips happening. So we could go in over here, take in some water, blend it out, and then sorry about that. Let's have some drips. Add some more water, and we could have a drip. Okay? That looks nice. We could have some more drips happening over here. And we could blend that out. Okay? Maybe some more. The flower's looking quite good. Maybe we could also go in with some splatter. And now with some water, Again, some more water. Like some more splatter over here. add in some more water. And we could have some drips from that too. And I'm kind of liking it with all those splatters. So yep, kind of good. It's time just to sign off and say yes, it's done. Could go in with darker colors again if you want, but for now I feel this is quite good. Just giving it a sign, and that's it. Thank you for all those who joined in. Leave your comments below as to what you would like me to do next time. Is it inks, it is oils or acrylics? Just giving your feedback, that would be wonderful. Until next time, take care, keep creating, and I'll see you soon for more art magic on Conversations with Canvas. Bye-bye.